Cleaning motivation. What do you use for cleaning motivation when you don't feel like cleaning your own house? It's an excellent question. We're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question and I get to help you find an answer. Now today's show is brought to us by mycleaningconnection.com, and on mycleaningconnection.com you're going to find some pop-up music. This is motivational stuff. These are recommended playlists that I recommend you use while you're cleaning houses. You'll also find some awesome podcasts that will encourage you and educate you in different tips and tricks on how to clean your house. So you'll find that in the resource section at mycleaningconnection.com. Now, today, a homeowner has written in and she says, I don't feel like cleaning like ever. How do I get cleaning motivation to get up and clean my house? So there are about 5 things that help in cleaning on a regular basis, and I want to talk about that today. All right, the very first thing that I want to recommend is I want you to make a cleaning caddy. As a professional, we have cleaning caddies that have all of our supplies in one place. The reason we do this is as we are cleaning, everything we need is in one spot. So we're not racing across to the bathroom and opening up the cupboards and getting out the cleanser, and then we're racing to the kitchen and we're getting a sponge, and we're not wasting all this time. Because every different room you go in, there are distractions. And those distractions want to jump out at you and they want to steal your motivation. So what you want to do is get everything in one spot. So if you have a cleaning caddy and you have all of your cleaning supplies in one spot, what it does is it streamlines the stuff that you have. So you don't need carbon copies of this all over your house. You have one set of cleaning supplies and it goes from room to room. Now, the exception to that would be underneath every single bathroom sink. Whether you have 3, 4, 5 bathrooms in your house, you want to make sure you have a roll of paper towels or you have some cleaning cloths. You want to have a bottle of Windex or some kind of all-purpose cleaner, and you want to have a garbage can because there will be quick wipe-ups that you can do on toilets and vanities and stuff like that that are just quick cleanup if there's some extra toothpaste or soap or something that's left on the vanity. And then you don't want to run go get all your cleaning supplies. You just want that underneath every single sink. But as far as having all of your supplies, one spot. All right, now that you have everything in one spot, what we want to do is we want to create a routine. Now, I love routines for the fact that everything in our life works on a system. And so if you wake up every single Monday and you know that every Monday you take out the trash and you do the laundry, it's left to guesswork, right? You're not going to wake up and say, let's see, what am I going to do today? No, you already know. On Mondays, I take out the trash and I do the laundry. On Tuesdays, it might be that you clean the 2 upstairs bathrooms. Every Tuesday, without fail, you clean the 2 upstairs bathrooms. And so there's a routine for every single different area of your house. Then you don't have to guess. And the reason I like taking the guesswork out of it is because our biorhythms go up and down. And so there are days where you just feel like $1,000,000. And then there are days that you feel like crap. And so if you're having a day where you just are like, bleh, guess what? The routine kicks in and you're like, I've got 2 bathrooms I have to go clean. But you know you have to clean them because that's what you do on Tuesdays. So it takes the guesswork out of it. And you don't postpone stuff because you feel bad. You just do it because it's part of the routine. The routine dictates what you do next. All right, so as far as cleaning motivation, how you feel does have something to do with your cleaning motivation. So if you're not in the right frame of mind and you need a little bit of pick-me-up, we've talked about Focus at Will before, and I recommend Focus at Will, or I recommend something that is like upbeat music that has kind of a fast pace to it, because your heart will start beating in rhythm with that fast pace, and it will help you pick up the pace and help you clean the task. Now, another version of that is you might have a trigger that goes along with, let's say, a phone call. Now, I love to chat on the telephone with my mother and sisters. And so when they call, and I have different areas of my house assigned to my different sisters. And I don't know if they know this or not, but when they call, let's say that Miriam calls, that's when I dust my banisters and my stairway and I do all of my downstairs dusting. So I start at the top and I work my way down the stairs and all the banisters. When I get downstairs, I do my downstairs dusting when I'm on the telephone with her. And then by the end of my dusting, it's probably time for me to hang up the phone and we've had a good chat. But I save that for when I'm on the phone with Miriam. Now, if I start seeing dust, it also cues me in. Hey, I haven't talked to Miriam in a couple of weeks. I probably ought to give her a call. But that way I'm working while I'm talking. And with the cell phones now that we have with the earbuds and it's got the little microphone on it, you can work while you're cleaning. And so you can carry on all those conversations with relatives that instead of just wasting time while you're chatting, you could actually be doing something productive. And that way you're kind of killing two birds with one stone. All right, so beyond the music and the talking, what I recommend is that you have a deadline. And so the deadline comes to, oh, I've got to be done by 4 o'clock. Whatever your schedule is for the day. Maybe it's 2 o'clock, maybe it's noon. But if you put a deadline on it that I got to be done with the whole entire upstairs by 4 o'clock, then at 4 o'clock you stop and you're done. And it teaches you to like race around and hurry and finish and do a great job, but be done by a certain time. Because if you don't put a time on it, you might drag it out to like 6 o'clock or 7:30 or 8 o'clock. And then you start getting really detailed with the work. And now you're doing deep cleaning. And the next thing you know, you spent 9 hours cleaning your house. The 9 hours, although that's a lovely thing, is not duplicable. And so next week when it's time to clean those rooms again, you're going to go, oh, I just don't have 9 hours. No, you don't have 9 hours. So if you set a deadline and you say, I can only work until 4, even if you're not finished at 4, guess what? You're going to double around next week and you're going to finish up the rest of that room. The deep cleaning that you did on that room today, you'll do different stuff in that room next week. And so eventually that whole room will be nice and tidy, but you stayed to your deadline. All right, another thing, and this is my last area of motivation for you, is put a punishment or a reward. Now, this is kind of foolish, but we're all humans and we all have basic needs. And so for me, I might say to myself, well, I'm not going to eat again until this project is done. And I'm so hungry. I'm like, ugh, I'm going to get hangry, which is hungry and angry at the same time because I haven't eaten anything in a while. But I tell myself, hey, let me hurry and finish this project, then I will eat. And I tell myself, I eat nothing. I get nothing to drink, nothing to eat until this project is done. Then it forces me to hurry and get ready because the longer I go without food, the hangrier I get, right? So it makes me hurry and finish my tasks. So you might do that. Another one is don't use the restroom because we all have to go frequently, right? But if you don't let yourself go, like I'm going to hurry and clean this project and then I'll use the restroom. Okay, well, that's a human need that forces you, like it forces you to get the project done because if you tell yourself you're not going to do it, you got to hurry. You got to hurry so you can do what you got to do. All right, so the punishment or the reward. The reward of that is I will watch my favorite TV show once I get this work done. So if it's, let's say 5 loads of laundry and you're doing the laundry for the week, you say, I will watch my favorite TV show once all this laundry is washed and folded. And I know you recorded it, so you can go in and watch it right now if you want. But if you make yourself wait, that will be your reward for doing the work that you're supposed to get done. So those are my areas of cleaning motivation so that you can inspire yourself when there's no one else to inspire you. Because as adults, we don't have parents that punish us. They don't put us in timeout. They don't take away our cell phones or something like that if we don't do our chores. It's up to us to make ourselves get our work done. And it's not fun. Like, I don't know a lot of people that really love cleaning. I do know a few, but not a lot of people. But it's one of those tasks that just has to get done. So if you build in cleaning motivation and you set the tables with the routine and the cleaning supplies and you have the music and you have your rewards or punishments in place, when you get up, you're like, oh yeah, it's Tuesday. This is what I do on Tuesday. And then you follow the routines. Everything happens naturally and it becomes systematic over time. And soon you're just doing it and you're not thinking about it and it's not a big deal. But if cleaning is a big deal to you and your house is constantly a mess, then you do need to change some systems so that you can create a balanced life that's clean and peaceful and happy and there's harmony in your home. Alrighty, that's my 2 cents for today, and until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.